folks, how y'all doing today? Trent Clark with Mallett Buildings. Got a good show for you today. Let's get this thing started. Like every day, we like to start out with $500 discount to the military personnel, healthcare worker, educator, and first responders. If you're one of those people looking for a building, make sure you grab your $500 discount. All right. If you want to upgrade to a signature or an elite building, you want to type in cash to a live feed like this and get an extra $1,000 off your purchase. All right, now let's talk about a few specials. We got the classic building, okay? We did away with the value, we have the classic. And the reason why is because we went standard across the board, 2x8 scissor truss with a 5-on-12 roof pitch. Let me tell you about the specials. I need you to call in for that special price, okay? But we got a 20x50x12. All right, you're going to get 5-on-12 roof pitch, which our competitors will not do. You got one 10x10 roll-up door. You got one 36-inch walk-through door. Concrete slab is 4,000 PSI. Remember, our competitors are only going to be 3,000. We do 33% stronger. Get back up here to the 5-on-12 roof pitch. You got 4-year workmanship warranty. This building is 130 mile-an-hour wind load. On the classic building, you're going to get a 4-year workmanship warranty, concrete in every hole, under every post. Okay, our competitors are not going to do that. When you're talking about a 2x8 scissor truss, that's something our competitors can't do because they can't buy these truss anywhere. We build our own. And then, of course, the cable retention system. You know, that's the reason why we made it through all these hurricanes. We're superior on the uplift protection. That's very important. So this special, call in our building specialist, will help you with this price. We got good specials going on. Make sure you call in. The next special is a 30x30x12. Same building I just spoke about, classic building. Call in for the special price. And then, of course, you got a 40x50x12. This is a very special price. Call in and see what it is. All right, folks? Now, let's get into the elite building. And your elite buildings, we're going to talk about this in a minute, but your elite package is all the bells and whistles. We throw in everything that could be possibly thrown in on the elite package, okay? Now, on these particular specials, you get a 30x50x12 or whatever height you want, 30x50 and a 40x60. What makes these so awesome is we're throwing in whatever size roll-up doors you want, and we're throwing in whatever height you want. So you can go from 12 to 16, no extra charge, 10x10s, all the way up to 12x14, whatever roll-up door you want. We're throwing both of those in this. That's $17,000 value when you add all that up, okay? Plus, we're going to give you a special price when you call in to our building specialist. Remember, this is the elite package, best building in the industry, folks. All the bells and whistles, everything you could possibly want with that. I'll go over that with you in a minute. Now remember, we got the Cage and Oasis. Why do we call it that? Because it's an awesome little package. You get a 20x30x12 for only $29,999. But let's talk about that. You're going to get an Elite Series building, okay, which is the best building in the industry with all the bells and whistles. And we're going to give you a basic electrical package and a 3-ton package unit wall mount air conditioner. So that means after we're done, you'll be able to turn the lights on and cool yourself off in this Cajun Oasis Elite package. So make sure you call the building specialist and lock these in. I'm not sure they're going to last. We might not go another week, okay? So we want to talk about our referral program. We'll give you $200 every time you send us a referral that ends up buying a building. If you do that 10 times, we're going to pay you $200 each time. You're going to get $2,000. Once you reach that level, we're going to ask you to pack your bags and come stay with us at the ranch. Okay, you'll be staying in a cool cabin like this. You'll eat a steak dinner. Lee Mallett will cook for you. He does cook a good steak. I can vouch for that. This is the inside of that. By the way, this is a post-frame building that we built out of, I'm not sure what size it is. It's probably kind of similar to the Cajun Oasis building that we have, but this one has a porch on it. And you see here what you can do on the inside. You can build that thing out real nice and fancy. This is where you'll be staying if you send us 10 referrals that end up buying a building. All the ponds you get to fish in, and I can assure you that you will catch some fish. Okay? Now, let's talk about the roof pitch. You know, elevation roof pitches. We have standardized here at Mallett. Most of our competitors are going to give you 3 on 12 or 4 on 12 roof pitch. We have standardized our pitch to 5 on 12, superior to anybody out there. What that's going to do for you, though, is that's going to give you a better look. It's going to it's going to match closer to your residential house. Okay, it adds value and longevity that for life. You know, it's going to have a better resale value on it. It looks better. It's going to drain water faster. It's not going to hold anything, pine needles and stuff like that. Stuff's just going to come off of that roof. Okay, it's very important. All right, warranty that you can trust. We back what we build, folks. We do. We back what we build. You know, you get with the classic building, you're going to get a 4-year warranty. With the signature, you're going to get a 6-year, and with the elite, you're going to get a 10-year warranty. And then you got 40-year on all your metal finish and 50-year on if you got post protectors. Okay. Now, their top. Here's what we're talking about. Our competitors' top model building is not even close to our standard building. Why is that? Well, I brought in for you today, let's see. Here's the difference from a 2x6 right here and a 2x8, okay? Just the look of it is big, right? Well, it is. It's bigger, it's more expensive, and that's our standard here at Mallett Building. Remember, the 2x8 truss is our standard scissor truss. You're going to gain 74% in bending strength. It's 74% better than a 2x6 when it comes to bending strength, okay? When you talk about deflection or stiffness of that board, it's going to be 100, or the truss, it's going to be 175% stiffer or more deflected, okay? That's big, that's huge. The reason why I want to tell you that is because our competitors can't build this. They can't find this. They won't be able to give you a 2x8 truss, okay? Why is that important? Because they're going to tell you that it's not necessary. Well, it is. When you start doing the calculations, it is necessary, folks. And why Mallett? Because good enough isn't, okay? So we just don't build a good enough building. We build the best building. That's why you need to choose us. And we can go over our spec sheets and show you why, to prove to you why we're the best, okay? Because we built it like we'd live in it. I mean, I showed you the cabin. I mean, we got people staying in there all the time. Because your dreams deserve a foundation, not a compromise. We don't compromise here, folks. I mean, look, we use the best. Our competitors use on your header, they're going to use a 2x6 or 2x8. We use a 2x12, 2 of them, okay? There's so many things that we can go into, but let's see what the next slide is. All right, let's start with our classic building. Like I just showed you, 2x8 scissors truss standard, 5 on 12 roof pitch standard across the board now here at Mallett. 26 gauge metal on roof and walls, 1 roll-up door, engineered mono truss. If you have wings, you got 4-inch, 4,000 PSI, plus we put the microfiber in there. That's 33% stronger than our competitor. When you add the microfiber, I haven't done that calculation, but I will. When you add the microfiber, it's that much better, folks. Our competitors don't do that. All right, you get a 4-year workmanship warranty on the classic building. Of course, you get all Zach screws. We screw our whole building. Some of our competitors out there still nail. Okay, engineered cable retention system. This is superior than anything out there. 4x4 framework on all windows and doors. Concrete in every hole or under every post. This building is 130-mile-an-hour wind load. You get to the signature building, you're going to go up a notch. What's different in this building? You're going to get 2 10x10 roll-up doors. This is a 6-year workmanship warranty. You get roof and wall insulation, okay? And like I said, everything else that the classic building comes with. Now, when you jump up to the elite building, it's the best in the business. Really, our classic is the best in the business, but when you get to the elite, it's the best in the country, the best added items on the building that you could possibly want. Why? Because you're still going to get the 2x8 scissor truss. This building is a 10-year workmanship warranty. You get 3-foot truss spacing, 9-foot post spacing, putting way more material in this building for you. Okay, that's what helps it get to the 145-mile-an-hour wind load. You still get 2 10x10 roll-up doors, roof and wall insulation, gutter and gutter brushes. Okay, like I told you before, it's $20 to $25 linear foot we throw in for free on the elite package. Okay, plus we're going to cut control joints. That's very important. We're going to tell that concrete where the crack. You get post protectors, insulated windows, everything else that other buildings come with. Continuous ridge vents though on this one. Wainscot is free. It's an option. You don't have to get it. And of course, all our wings are engineered mono truss. That's a big difference than what our competitor used rafters. Big, big difference, okay? Experience does matter, folks. Look, we've been in business for 26 years. We're commercial and residential contractors here, okay? We have electricians on board, engineers on board, designers on board. We build our own truss, soon to build our own roll plant. We've been doing this for 26 years, but don't let that fool you. We don't get stagnant here at Mallett Building. We are continuing to improve our processes, just like we just rolled out full line 2x8 scissor trusses, 5-on-12 roof pitch. It's unheard of in this industry, folks. People just don't build those. We do here at Mallett, okay? We don't have any contractor violations, okay? Most of our competitors do. Reviews on BBB and Google, we got 500 plus reviews. Go look them up. Our competitors don't have that. Licensed engineering firm, okay? All that here, experience does matter. We made it through all these hurricanes, okay? Why can we do that? You know, I was talking to a customer earlier today. He was telling me, after the hurricane, he rode around and he saw all Mallett buildings is the only buildings left standing. This is from a customer, not from me, not from people here. This is from a customer that I spoke with earlier today. And I'm telling you people, the reason why it is like that is because we continue to improve our processes, and we go from this, which as the time we did this, everybody was still doing 2x4s, and they said this wasn't necessary, but yet they came on board and they started doing this. Now we're doing this. Look at the difference. There's a big difference in boards here. I've told you the percentages. The reason why we make it through these hurricanes is because of the reason why over here we continue to improve our processes. It's cable retention system. Everything involved in how we construct your building is superior than anything or all of our competitors out there. So I'm happy to say that. We're proud of that. That's why we say that here. Now, we don't just say it, we show you. We don't hide behind the paperwork like a lot of our competitors do. We're very transparent. Every building that we have a spec sheet on. It's going to lay it out for you. It's going to tell you everything that's in that building, okay? Plus it has our qualifications on there. I challenge you, if you're shopping, to take these spec sheets and demand to ask them if they do that. They will not be able to say that they can do everything, and they won't do everything that we do. Okay, that's why we're superior. But our spec sheet, we have it on the classic building, on the signature building, and on the elite building. We have a spec sheet that you can take, and it shows you, it lays it all out and what you get, okay? Now let's go over our specials one more time. Now look, remember, to get the true special, you need to call in to the building specials. They got a new special out this week on these buildings. You got a 20x50x12. Remember, our classic building is now with 2x8 scissor truss. This is big, and it's 5-on-12 roof pitch. So you got a 20x50x12. Call in. You got a 30x30x12. Make sure you call in. Find out what that special is. You got a 40x50x12, and this is the classic. Now you jump into the elite special, okay? You got a 30 by 50, a 40 by 50, and a 40 by 60. Any one to choose from, they can tell you what the special is when you call in, all right? But remember, we're throwing this $17,000 value in. Why? Because we're giving you included in the price, we're giving you whatever height you want. So if you want to go to 16 foot, we normally charge for that. We're throwing that in on these buildings. We're also going to throw in whatever size door you need or want, okay, at no extra charge. So that's the special inside of itself, but our building specialist got a special price for you. So make sure you call in. And then you got this nice little thing. We sold several of them, and I don't know how long they're going to last. So if you're looking for something like this, make sure you jump on it. But this is the Elite building, okay? It's a nice little 20 by 30 by 12 for only $29,999. You get the basic electrical package in this building along with a 3-ton wall package unit. So that means when we're finished with that building, you're going to turn on the lights, turn on the AC, and you're getting cool in there, okay? For $29,999, that's an unbelievable package. And remember, this is the Elite building. You're going to get everything that the Elite gets on this building. Gutters, control joints, 6-inch concrete, the whole 9 yards, all the bells and whistles on this building, okay? And it's 145 mile an hour wind load. We'll beat anybody's bid you bring us, apples to apples, by $1,000. If you're searching out there, if you're shopping, bring in that bid to us. We're going to show you why, how we can beat them by $1,000, okay? I know we got the superior building, and we want to show you why. And for doing that, we're going to give you $1,000. But the best part is, okay, we've been in business for 26 years. We know what we're doing. You could trust us. We build quality products. We're going to take you on a tour to show you how these trusses are made. All right, you're going to see the building being put up next door for our roll form plant. Okay, so remember, we'll beat anybody's quote in writing. They got to be in writing by $1,000. All right, that's our show today. We appreciate your business. We'll see you tomorrow.